Pigeon House, we are back. So, if you watched the last video, you'll know this motor is, which I believe to be the timing chain tensioner, has gone. It's making quite a loud rattle when you start it. So this motor is going to be coming out. We're going to try and get majority of it done today. I won't be able to actually get the motor out because we are going to lift the motor out. We don't actually have the engine crane or the engine puller here. It's one thing we need to get. So yeah, I'm going to just slowly start taking everything I can out. We're pretty much just going to try and leave it to the post mount and the transmission mount. We're going to try and get everything else. What a bit of a shame this is, pulling out this motor. I think I've driven this car maybe 20 times. So this is about what we're looking at now. This overwhelming pile of fucking wire here. So this is the main bit of harness. We're gonna feed this out. This will stay with the motor. Now what we're gonna do is, if no one knows, sure everyone here does, but if you don't, this is a good piece of information. They always say the wishbone suspension. This actually is the upper control arm, but also it is the wishbone. If you look at it, it looks like a wishbone. Just so you know, you got your ball joint here. So how I take the suspension out is I will typically take the upper control arm down. The suspension here, I will unbolt it all. And once that is out, typically you'll have enough room just to pull the axle out. Some people like to either take the tie rod or the ball joint out at the bottom and the top. I just feel like it's too much work, so I just do that way. Works for me. Maybe not for everyone, but it honestly works for me. I'll show you. So once you get this 14 out for the fork, you need to pull it completely out to get the actual fork to come off. A piece of suspension, and you get this one out. Fork itself. So once you get the fork off, there's two 14s at the top here. That'll drop the suspension out. So you can pull that bolt off. And that's how the suspension comes out, which is fairly easy. Always put these bolts back on. It makes it a lot easier when it comes to reassembly, that you know where your stuff is. So 1 and 2. If you have an EK, it'll be around here, the upper control arm bolt. EG, same spot as EF roughly. Once those are out, it'll take a bit, but it just comes down like that. And you see how the axle moves around, move it out. So now you want to get this, and you put it in there, and we're going to pop it right out. That's it. She's out. See, it gets stuck in there, and I even packed it full of grease, but it gets stuck in the mid shaft there. So that's out. Put the suspension back in. It's pretty basic, right? We'll pop this upper control arm in, like so. Grab your suspension, pull your bolts off. And first you want to throw Your fork just on there, right? Throw your suspension back up. Throw one bolt on for now, right? As long as it's on. Grab your fork. Throw that on there. And just throw the bolt on. It's just going to be coming off again, right? And then this final bolt. And bang. That is a 10-second suspension job is how it would be. Always do these two first. Make sure everything's loose. Crack this one or this one. Make sure they're both fairly tight when you crack them because you don't want any play. These typically snap. If you can, use heat. And then yeah, hit the tops. They're typically pretty easy, and yeah, that's how you would do suspension. So here we are back, Pigeon House Racing. Been a long time. Got my car over here. Fresh engine bay. Did the mounts. Yeah, just basically now waiting on some money so I can finish this. I got this new motor, the other one timing chain went. So I'm going to be putting a timing chain, clutch. I'm going to run the fuel system to the tank and into the rail. Because last time I had multiple connections on the firewall and I don't like that. It kind of scared me. The header would be at the back side there. So I just figured this is a better idea. Yeah, so I've just basically been cleaning this. Did the bay. Got this engine. Yeah, did a few other little things, you know. This is pretty custy looking. I shined it up a little bit. I got my suspension there, picks, very good stuff if you want in the market for it. Suspension, strongly suggest it. You get your spring rates there. So this is 12K, 10K rear. Pretty stiff. The first time I went on the track, I had Tokiko Blues. Were not the best. Car was very loose. So the second time I had those, it was a lot better. Yeah. It's basically my car in its entirety sitting off the ground there. Got James. He blew his old motor. We were doing a little bit of a burnout there, and the old he had a valve drop. It did some heavy damage to the head. I'm going to try and locate the head. It's in the back room there. There's a bunch of stuff there. But he's going to a turbo motor now. This is the block. It's GSR B18C1. Yeah, he's just doing this up. He has a ton of parts at his house for this. Yeah, like I think he's going for like
400 horsepower or something wild on the Snail. So yeah, I got Will's car, same thing. Jesse's car, it's half yellow, same thing. Again. Got back here, got this sweet new shelf. It's pretty industrial-like. Bunch of seats and stuff. There's my old K series. That motor, timing chain, I didn't do so good in there. His head's back here somewhere, but I don't know where. Right here, this is a B16 head. And there's a H series head. Some cams. Fucking turbo right there. Not sure what it is. Probably eBay. Prelude suspension. Yeah, ton of stuff. Z6. So it's a rainy day. This is that blue SIR. It's a shame she's out here, but this will be back in the shop eventually. This is a true SIR though. In Canada. Canadian car. Pretty clean. Just bought this. Cool car. It's a little bit rusty. But again, not that bad.